Salutations, dear young friends. Welcome. Again, gratitudes that you are with me in the study of this Geetha for last 117 days. Today is 118. And in last 117 days, we could complete 4 chapters of Geetha. So today is the beginning of the 5th chapter. And I really appreciate you, congratulate you for being so serious, sincere, regular, and tuned to Gita Mata. And my prayers that you will continue, and I am sure Gita Mata, Bhagavan Krishna, Vyasa Bhagavan will keep on guiding your intellects for greater, higher knowledge. And this knowledge, not only theory, but it becomes practical for you, I am sure, and you are getting benefit out of it. Today we are starting 5th chapter, and today is our Makara Sankranti also. Jan 23, date is 15th Jan, 15 Jan 2023. So here today onwards, Bhagavan Surya, from the southern to the northern hemisphere, it takes a shift. Uttarayanam, it is called as. Till yesterday it was Dakshinayanam. So Uttarayanam, see, Dakshina is generally in Shastra, it is the path of destruction, path of Yamaloka. Uttara is construction and Moksha Loka. So Uttara Marga कहते हैं. So here also our life when it is lived at the below head level is destructive. When the life is lived at the higher head level means intellectual level, it is constructive. So symbolically, Uttarayana Marga means by the grace of Lord Surya, our buddhi becomes sharper and subtler, and we start gaining knowledge and live life according to knowledge, not according to ignorance or likes and dislikes or whims and fancies to destroy ourselves. In fact, to you and I, students of Gita, every day should be Sankramanam. Sankramanam means Samyak Kramanam, means on the good path, putting steps ahead unhesitatingly, systematically. That is called as Sankramanam. Samyak Kramanam. Sam means very good. Kramanam means walking. Samyak Kramanam means walking on the good path continuously. That's what is the meaning. So today also we'll have 3 things. First chanting, being Sankranti and Sunday, Surya Bhagawan's Shloka 1. We'll learn it. Okay. Thereafter, we'll see our common sense thought for the day, short and sweet. Third one is Geetha. Till yesterday we saw Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yogam, 4th chapter. From today it is 5th chapter is Karma Sannyasa Yoga, wherein our heart has become so calm and quiet after the end of this chapter, studying and doing everything, that we become fit for sadhana. Sadhana means meditation. All the forces of karma from within, called as vasanas or ignorances or habits, have gone away. You are at peace and you are not interested in any useless things of the world. Directly you want the truth, therefore you are pursuing the path of study and meditation. That is why this chapter sadhana equips us for the dhyanam of the next chapter. Therefore, this is called as Karma Sannyasa Yoga. For you and I also, what is the learning from it? Live life wisdom with wisdom. Don't get lost in I am the doer, I want to do this, I want to achieve this and all. ये कब तक रहेगा झंझट वगैरह? Slowly, slowly be a wise person. Allow others to work, guide them. You need not struggle always. And also, less worry about the happiness gained through only the action and result. There is joy also in love, there is joy also in wisdom. Try to enjoy that joy more than the joy of indulgence in the objects of the world through senses. You can grow to that level. Otherwise, क्या होगा ना? There will be so much of competition, frustration when we only are seeking the outer joys. And for that, you have to have the object, for that, you have to work hard, lot of competition, tension. अब जितना जरूर है तो उतना करो for the survival. But beyond that, seeking happiness in the worldly things, and for that, doing all the unwanted, unrighteous things, and always fear inside that we are caught up. And someday we'll be caught. Definitely we are caught, and that insult is so bad. So the Karma Sannyasa Yoga means what? Able to be happy with oneself in one's knowledge and devotion, rather than like today's world of mad rush to indulge and embrace and enjoy in the world of objects, reduction in that is called karma sannyasa yoga, you can say. Chapter is very small with some 35 or 39 slokas, but then 29 only. Very sublime it is, and it is more and more purely spiritual. Even then, we try to bring out what is required for us from this shloka also, as we are studying it from our standpoint of making the life fruitful by succeeding in this world. Okay, today to this first two shlokas, where भगवान अर्जुन भगवान को प्रश्न पूछते हैं, that and Bhagwan's answer, subheading, then he will explain it. Of these two, we title it as strike balance between the knowledge and action. So simple to understand. Now we will see what is written in the shloka and the meaning of it. So here the karma sannyasa yoga means heart purified, no desires, therefore no rush into the world. The pure heart or calm and quiet mind is able to contemplate, meditate, and understand the root of everything, substratum of everything. That's called dhyanam. In the dhyanam, you know the reality. Self, it's called as. Then that gives liberation. Let's see. Om, 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 Om Sahana Vavatu, Sahanau Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai, Tejasvinavadhetamastu, Ma Vidvishavahai, Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, Om Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu, गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री gurave namaha. This every day we do our chantings. Today Bhagwan Surya ka mantra, because Sunday and also the Makara Sankranthi day. Wonderful. Uttarayan, it is called in one part of the country. Gujarat jagah mein Uttarayan कहते हैं. यहाँ Sankranti. In Andhra and all, there in our Tamil Nadu and all, they call as Pongal. All over the country it is celebrated, different names. So Sunday, the mantra is simple. Om Adi Deva Namastubhyam Prasida Mama Bhaskara Divakara Namastubhyam Prabhakara Namostute. 3 times the namaskara is done. 1 time is asked to bless us. So beautiful. Adi Deva, you the first God, our salutations to you. Why is it called Adi Deva? Because among all the Navagrahas, before that he is first, Surya. And for us also, Pratyaksha Rupena he is there. Every day he rises to give us the light. Therefore, hey Adi Deva, Tubhyam Namaha, Namaha Tubhyam, to you my salutations. Prasida Mama, please become pleased with me. Because I am chanting your name, I am doing upasana to you, I am saluting you. Because of all these things, Prasida, मेरे ऊपर प्रसन्न हो जाइए. मम भास्कर. सो आदिदेव नमः तुभ्यम प्रसीद मम, मेरे ऊपर प्रसन्न हो जाओ. भास्कर, भा करोति इति भास्कर means the one whose nature is light. Because of his being nature is light, the moment he comes, he removes the darkness of night, he makes day happen. That's why he's called a Divakara. Divam karoti. Diva means day. Diva means light. Divakara Namaha Tubhyam. Again, Namaskaram to you. Prabhakara. Again, the Prabha dene wala. Namaha Astute. So, Adideva, the first of the Lord. Bhaskara, whose nature is light. Divakara, who gives day to us. Then, Divakara, so Prabhakara means the one who gives Prabha, the Prakarshena Bhanam, the Jnanam to me. So, the first God, the God whose nature is light, the one who, when he arrives, he makes the day happen. Finally, the one who bestows upon me the light of knowledge. You know, the LIGST, light of knowledge, makes the life LIGST light. When the LIGST, light of knowledge, is not there, we are only in ignorance. So, then the life becomes not light but very heavy weighted. ज्ञान जीवन को हल्का बनाता है, अज्ञान जीवन को बहुत बोझ वजनदार बनाता है. So, O Lord Surya, You are first to God, your nature is light, you bring the day to us. Same, you are the one who illuminates my intellect with knowledge. To you, my namaskar, namaskar, namaskara become prasanna towards me. May my everyday be noble. May my everyday be active and dynamic. May my everyday be of some or the other substantial achievement. And all that achievements I do by your grace, and let me offer all of them at your feet. Let me enjoy the joy of doing. Let me enjoy the joy of getting result and offering it to everyone and you. Let that higher, never ending joy be mine. For that, wisdom is required. Please give me all sorts of knowledge at all levels and depths, so that never ever any darkness of ignorance is near me to trouble me. In that way, भगवान सूर्य का प्रणाम करना आज सब लोग हाथ जोड़कर. So 11 times we do. 97 you add, 108 हो गया. Then make it 1080 target. Achieve it in a given time. You take it, as I told you, 2 दिन 3 दिन में हो जाता है. डेली 300 कर लो, एक ही दिन में 1000 हो सकता है. So 3 seconds लगाओ, 1000 में 3000 सेकंड, 3000 means 1 hour. 1 hour you do भगवान सूर्य का कृपा. Every day one mantra I am teaching you. Okay, start. ओम श्री आदित्य सूर्य भगवत अनुग्रहेण परमात्मानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थम भगवत दर्शन प्राप्त्यर्थम ज्ञान प्राप्ति द्वारा जीवने सकल कार्येषु विघ्न निवारण पूर्वक विजय प्राप्त्यर्थम श्री सूर्य परमात्मनः श्लोकस्य पारायणं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. ओम शांति. ओम आदिदेव नमस्तुभ्यं प्रसीद मम भास्कर. दिवाकर नमस्तुभ्यं प्रभाकर नमोऽस्तु ते. ओमादिदेव नमस्तुभ्यं प्रसीद मम भास्कर. दिवाकर नमस्तुभ्यं प्रभाकर नमोऽस्तु ते. आदिदेव नमस्तुभ्यं प्रसीद मम भास्कर. दिवाकर नमस्तुभ्यं प्रभाकर नमोऽस्तु ते. आदिदेव नमस्तुभ्यं प्रसीद मम भास्कर. दिवाकर नमस्तुभ्यं प्रभाकर नमोऽस्तु ते. आदिदेव नमस्तुभ्यं प्रसीद मम भास्कर. दिवाकर नमस्तुभ्यं प्रभाकर नमोऽस्तु ते. आदिदेव नमस्तुभ्यं प्रसीद मम भास्कर. दिवाकर नमस्तुभ्यं प्रभाकर नमोऽस्तु ते. आदिदेव नमस्तुभ्यं प्रसीद मम भास्कर. दिवाकर नमस्तुभ्यं प्रभाकर नमोऽस्तु ते. आदिदेव नमस्तुभ्यं प्रसीद मम भास्कर. दिवाकर नमस्तुभ्यं प्रभाकर नमोऽस्तु ते. आदिदेव नमस्तुभ्यं प्रसीद मम भास्कर. दिवाकर नमस्तुभ्यं प्रभाकर नमोऽस्तु ते. आदिदेव नमस्तुभ्यं प्रसीद मम भास्कर. दिवाकर नमस्तुभ्यं प्रभाकर नमोऽस्तु ते. आदिदेव नमस्तुभ्यं प्रसीद मम भास्कर. दिवाकर नमस्तुभ्यं प्रभाकर नमोऽस्तु ते. Good. This is how day by day, when you do the chanting, add the devotion to that, add the faith to that, know the meaning and add that bhavana to that, and have full faith that Lord is listening it and He will bless us with what we asked for. With that way, when you intensely do, you can see the reciprocation from the God in terms of giving you what you are asking. There's no doubt at all regarding it. Thank you. Now today's common sense thought is very simple. 1 minute only we talk, not much. What is that is, ki, see, we work hard. We are good people. We have noble qualities. When what? In सपने में या रात को 12 से सुबह 5 तक निद्रा में, या during daytime, once in a blue moon. Once in a blue moon being active, once in a blue moon being noble, once in a blue moon being dynamic and performing, once in a blue moon being loving and forgiving and kind. Any gada, buddhu, gochu, any useless fellow also can do. Means what? It is about us only. But the joy of life, beauty of life is in Parishrama, mehnat. And in what is parishrama? Only one word, called as consistency. Consistency is the challenge. Consistency is the key. So being good once in a while can be anyone. But being consistently good is the challenge. Working hard can be done by anyone under some compulsions. But making working hard as a consistent habit is the key or the challenge. And to be happy can be done by anyone once in a while when some desire fulfilled, when a be loving person talks to us all. But in spite of everything, able to maintain consistently the happy, joyful disposition, in spite of all odds, that consistency is the challenge. So today's key is what? Key is consistency. That is the thought. The challenge is being inconsistent in good things. Just like so far we were consistent in being lazy, consistent in being sleepy, consistent in being arrogant fellow, consistent in being selfish, consistent in being very angry, irresponsible. How many good consistencies we have? खत्म ही नहीं होता वो. So instead of in these non-positive things, in the positive ones, when we have the consistency, in spite of anything, then only you will master it. Then that good quality becomes our nature. Naturally, we should be good, not artificially or temporarily. Consistency is the challenge. Consistency is the key. We have to maintain it. Like we are maintaining the consistency of coming to our Geetha classes every day. Any day, one day ऐसा गीता पढ़ना करना कोई भी कर सकते हैं. But without break from 118 days we are doing, छोड़ा नहीं एक दिन बीच में because of internet problem we couldn't have, but otherwise we had every day consistency. In the same way, if you are consistent in your japa, in your puja, in your visiting temple, in your respect, reverence to your parents, that becomes your character. Once it becomes your habit or character, you are noble. Ignobility will never enter you. That joy of being habitually noble, consistently noble, is something remarkable, I tell you. Consistently keep on forgiving. No need to carry the load of somebody's rubbish stupidity. कोई बेवकूफ ने कुछ गलती की, why are you holding the load of that in your heart? Forgive and forget. Be consistent in maintaining the peace of mind. Why the load? Like if you are not coming regularly, not listening, why should I carry that load of your whatever it is called as? I should drop it. I do my work, that's it. Otherwise, look at this fellow come yesterday, the other day came yesterday, did not come. Why? ये मेरे लिए क्यों लोड है? You should have your importance given to Geetha for your benefit. If you don't do, why should I suffer your mistake? Is it not? The biggest foolishness in our life is to become angry and reacted. How? By foolishness? That is, we suffer because of others' mistakes. Anger is to suffer for others' mistakes. It's a stupidity. How do you do that? By not forgiving. That's what you become angry. Yes, forgive, drop anger, you'll be peaceful at. Protect yourself, same time. But in the mind, don't carry the load of other stupidity. They have scolded you, they have abused you. तो क्या उसको लोड क्यों ले रहे हो मन में? वो बेवकूफ था, छोड़ दो. If not, you will carry the load and you suffer. So consistently forgive, that's the meaning. Consistently be the noble person of doing good things. In that way, consistency is a challenge. Consistency is the key of becoming habitually, naturally good. Everywhere, like daily, consistently you do the car driving, you become master of it. Driving, 20,000 देके सीखा, but not driving consistently, you will never master it. So to your professional works, all other things, अब consistently करोगे ना, a singer, all consistently is singing, he can maintain the throat and all. A cinema actor consistently takes on, then is, otherwise छोड़ दिया तो गया. A politician consistently should think as to what I have to do for my constituency. How? Maintain करना बेटा लगातार. Early morning getting up 4 o'clock. One day anybody will get up. No, consistently. Keeping fast. Once in a while, anybody do. No, every week I'll do one day fasting, half day. You understood it? Consistency. Become careful of the body, not allowing to be spoiled by eating wrong thing. Once in a while, everybody does it. No, no, no. Consistently monitoring body's position. So aware and alert that with half chapati eaten, I will feel heaviness. I don't want it. Therefore, I am not eating it. With the wrong food seen, full of oil or ghee and sweets, I'll get all the fats. Then it will make me lethargic. Therefore, I will not eat. Continuously doing that. That's the beauty. Okay. Consistency is the common sense thought for the day. Thank you. Now come to Bhagavad Gita. Fifth chapter, we have to start. 29 shlokas it has got. The name of the fifth chapter is Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga. So what was the first chapter? Arjuna Vishada Yoga. Second, Sankhya Yoga. Third, Karma Yoga. Fourth, Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga. Fifth now is Karma Sannyasa Yoga. So when Lord Krishna taught this, that time there was no other language of English, other Hindi, etc. Sanskrit tha. There was Sanskrit mein hi bolenge. And that was vocabulary those days. So we have to understand the language, Sanskrit and vocabulary, and then understand what Bhagavan says. Though the language is different, what Bhagavan says is the eternal truth. Therefore, it is applicable to everyone of every language and any place. Only thing they have to understand in their language. That's it. We are trying that only through our classes. What Bhagavan's guidance for our outer and inner crisis managements as well as success managements. एक के बाद एक हम सीख ही रहे हैं. And then these have to be regularly, like I know just said, consistently we have to keep on studying, remembering, then only it will be in our mind. नहीं तो चला जाएगा वो, रुकेगा नहीं वो. निरंतर पढ़ना है, सुनना है, निरंतर अभ्यास करना है, तभी ज्ञान अपना रहेगा, नहीं तो चला जाएगा. Again we are back to old habits of foolishness. And no theory helped anyone, no guru will be happy by making us give the theoretical knowledge. We have to make it practical, then only its blessings are seen or found or gained. Okay. Now, Karma Sannyasa Yoga. For the spiritual seekers, what is the Karma Sannyasa Yoga? Those finer adjustments and tunings in the inner personality, as a result of which the pressures of desires or vasanas are no more pushing us into the world. So, Sara Karma ka sannyas ho gaya. Karma means vasanas, which become desires, which force us to do the desire-oriented actions. When the objects come, we indulge in them. That creates again vasana, again we do. ये कर्म चक्र है ना, उससे बाहर आने के लिए, the Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga के द्वारा, when the mind is free from any compulsions inner and outer, that state of mind is Karma Sannyasa. Those finer tunings are done in it, in this chapter. Then what is the proof it is achieved or not? In the 6th chapter, we are taught the meditation. If we are able to do meditation, then we have achieved Karma Sannyasa. If we have not done, we have not done a Karma Sannyasa Yoga. Therefore, do Karma Sannyasa Yoga and come to meditation yoga of the 6th chapter. That is the connection. And in the meditation, what do? We just cross all the gross, reach to the subtler most. We discard all the not self, we reach to the self. That's called as spirituality, meva sadhana. And for us, what is the meaning of Karma Sannyasa Yoga? Means doing all actions which are required by us without feeling the pressures inside. Because you have wisdom of what actions to do, what not to do. You also have the wisdom of how to do those actions which have to be done and how to avoid those actions which have to be avoided. That wisdom is there. Isliye you are performing or not performing, in both cases you are relaxed. That freedom is called as Karma Sannyasa Yoga. Excellent it is. Like I am doing Geetha. Now I know what to do. The best thing is giving Geetha knowledge. Anything other than Geetha is not required. Therefore, I have a knowledge in me to know that anything other than Geetha is not required, and also have the knowledge in me to avoid it. How to avoid? I also have the knowledge of giving Geetha so that it is useful for the youngsters, and how to give also I know. Then this giving of Geetha Jnanam and not doing anything else is not creating any pressure in me. Therefore, I am a कर्म संन्यास योगी. देखो, in that way, any action you do, like the president, prime minister of India, karma sannyasa yogi. What to do? Serve the nation. How to serve the nation? By these things. What not to do? Anything other than it. Anything other than it, what? Any of the gotala, etc. How to avoid it? Don't even allow the thought to come. Then what is his heart now? Absolutely effortlessly making the country go ahead with whatever the ideas he can do. So there's no pressure inside. प्रेशर किसको होता है? जो उसको, जिसने जो नहीं करना है वो कर रहा है, जो करना ही नहीं कर रहा है. It's called double pressure. That you all do it, watching TV and all, not studying. Double pressure. Should not watch all that, but still you do that nonsense because nobody to kick you. You don't kick yourself because your legs cannot be lifted to that height, and you don't allow others to do that. So doing what's not to be done, that is one kick. Other kick is what? You're not studying. Then you'll be lagging behind. You all justify that with your arrogance, carelessness, ego. That is what the youth brand. ये सब शादी होकर 2 बच्चे होकर जब नौकरी ठीक नहीं चलती है, खाने को पैसे नहीं होता, तब ये सब याद आता है. नानी तब याद आएगी. But for you youngsters who are wise, I can imagine, no? Because you are listening to Geetha, that is also my imagination. So you will not be like that. You are a karma yogi, karma sannyasa yogi. What is that? What not to do, you know it and you drop it. What to do, you know it and you do it. And how to do also, you know it. You are doing your karma sannyasa yogi. Is it not a perfect driver? Is a karma sannyasa yogi. How it should not be driven, that he knows and avoids. How to drive, he knows and he does it. And therefore, he's driving so relaxed, and the people seated in the car also are relaxed. This art is karma sannyasa yoga for you and me. For spiritual seekers, the heart is purified from any inner and outer compulsions or efforts. Therefore, it is easily available for the higher operations of knowledge and meditation for the self or the truth or reality. Both ways I told you. Now here Arjuna starts the chapter with a question. You say, sometime you tell me to do the action, sometime you tell me to drop the action. Yaar, मैं करूँ कि ना करूँ? What is best? Why are you telling me two things? कर्म संन्यास करूँ या कर्म योग करूँ? Bhagavan says karma sannyasa means knowledge path. Karma yoga means path of action. That's why the title given is balance between both of them. There are 3-4 aspects. What are they? Krishna Bhagavan is going to teach us. We are going to learn. First, let us chant these 2 shlokas and see the literal meaning word to word. What is the meaning for seekers, spiritual, and what you have to call out for ourselves from this guidance. Okay. Om Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Geetha Sharanam Mama, Shri Vyasa Sharanam Mama, Shri Sadguru Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama. Today's 5th chapter's beginning. Om Sri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Atha Panchamodhyayah, Karma Sannyasa Yoga, Arjuna Uvacha. Arjuna says. So his words are Sanyasam Karmanam Krishna Punar Yogam Cha Shamsasi Yat Shreyaha Etayoho Ekaha Tat Me Bruhi Sunishchita. Sri Bhagavanu Acha Sanyasaha Karma Yogaha Cha Nishreyasa Karau Ubhau Tayoho Tu Karma Sanyasat Karma Yogo Vishishyate. These are the 2 shlokas. Yeah? तो ओनली वन टाइम रिपीट करेंगे, पर 2 बार साथ में पढ़ेंगे. ठीक है. अर्जुन उवाच अर्जुन उवाच संन्यासं कर्मणां कृष्ण संन्यासं कर्मणां कृष्ण पुनर्योगं च शंससि पुनर्योगं च शंससि यच्छ्रेय एतयोरेकं यच्छ्रेय एतयोरेकं तन्मे ब्रूहि सुनिश्चितं तन्मे ब्रूहि सुनिश्चितं. श्रीभगवानुवाच श्रीभगवानुवाच संन्यासः कर्मयोगश्च संन्यासः कर्मयोगश्च निःश्रेयसकरावुभौ निःश्रेयसकरावुभौ तयोस्तु कर्म संन्यासात् तयोस्तु कर्म संन्यासात् कर्मयोगो विशिष्यते कर्मयोगो विशिष्यते. Then the elaboration will be in the next whole chapter. It's a beautiful thing. So these are the subheadings. The statements of facts. They have to be proved by Krishna. He will do it. Now let us chant together. Sri Arjuna Uvacha Sanyasam Karmanam Krishna Punaryogam Cha Shamsasi Yachreya Etayorekam Tanme Brohi Sunishchitam. Shri Bhagawanuvacha Sanyasah Karma Yogascha Nishreyasakaravubhau Tayostu Karma Sanyasat Karmayogo Vishishyate. Together. Arjuna Uvacha once more. Sanyasam Karmanam Krishna Punaryogam Cha Shamsasi Yachreya Etayorekam Tanme Brohi Sunishchitam. Shri Bhagawanuvacha Sanyasah Karma Yogascha Nishreyasakaravubhau तयोस्तु कर्म संन्यासात् कर्मयोगो विशिष्यते. Then न्यास नित्य संन्यासी हो न द्वेष न कांक्षते निर्द्वंद्व महाबाहो सुखमंदात्र मुच्यते सांख्योगो पृथक् बाला प्रवदन्ति न पंडिता एकमप्यास सम्यक् उभयोरिन्दे फलम् यत् सांख्ये प्राप्ति स्थानं तद्योगेन विगम्यते एकं सांख्यं च योगं च यः पश्यति स पश्यति. Then sannyasam महाबाहो दुःखमाप्तुमयोगतः योगयुक्तो मुनिर्ब्रह्म न च निर्नादिगच्छति योगयुक्तो विशुद्धात्मा विशुद्धात्मा जितेन्द्रियः सर्वभूतात्मा कुर्वन्नपि न लिप्यते न हि किञ्चित् करोमि इति. A beautiful flow, the deep understanding of this. I request you all youngsters, get engrossed in the listening, study, understanding of Gita so much that the meaning of these shlokas, which is so subtle, which helps us in succeeding in the outer world, also evolving spiritually, it helps us. You all become master of it. तुमको रिवील होना चाहिए आप सब लोगों को, ऐसा ट्यून हो जाना. And as I told you many a times, while studying Gita, not only we get spiritual knowledge, but we get all the maturities required for living a decent, noble, successful outer life also. By product के रूप में दिमाग तेज हो जाता है, मन शुद्ध हो जाता है, जीवन बढ़िया सा सुंदर हो जाता है. You have to be honest. If you are dishonest, impure, irregular, insincere, nowhere you will succeed. Okay, क्या करे फिर? वो तो minimum qualities है ही. So, the chapter 5, its name is Karma Sannyasa Yoga. So, seeing it that the compulsions of the karma gone away from me, so that I am ready for jnanam and dhyanam and the experience of the self. That is for the spiritual people. For all of us also, having that type of wisdom by which action is happening effortlessly. That's called a karma sannyas. हो रहा है काम, but कोई मेहनत नहीं है, अच्छी तरह से हो रहा है वो, because all the pressures have gone away. Okay. Now, beautifully Arjuna, representing all of us, puts a question in front of Krishna Bhagavan, and there's an objection in it. And a beautiful request by Arjuna, please help me by telling what is best. So Arjuna Uvacha, word by word mean. Arjuna said to Lord Krishna, asked, Hey Krishna, addressing Krishna by name, Sanyasam karmanam, कर्म को संन्यास करो करके. कर्म संन्यास is actually ज्ञान मार्ग. संन्यासम करणीयम कृष्ण शमससी. Shamsasi means you are praising. Punaha yogam cha shamsasi. Again you are telling me to do the yoga, means कर्म करो. कर्म छोड़कर ज्ञान के पीछे जाओ बोलते हो, फिर कर्म हाथ में लेकर करो करते हो. You are telling both. Now, in both of them, yat shreyaha etayoho ekaha. What is shreyaha among these two? Best. Because when I know about both of them in clarity, and among them which is shrestha or better, when I know, that alone I will do. Why should I do both, or why should I do that which is not shreyaha? देखो बताओ, मैं कि ये लड़ाई करूं कि जाकर ध्यान करूं? आप कभी वो कहते हो, कभी ये कहते हो. इसकी प्रशंसा करते हो. बाय द टाइम आई गेट कन्विंस्ड अबाउट इट, इसकी प्रशंसा करते हो. You can see in that chapter 3, 4 onwards, everywhere you can see. Bhagavan started telling, in the 4th chapter only, all that vitarag by krodaha, manmaya mahupashitaha. Then he came to that Brahmavi. Then did he not tell us so many yajnas? And all that are karmak se hote hain, bataya ki nahi? Dravya yajnaha, tapo yajnaha, yoga yajnaha, apane juhati pranam. So these are all the karma pradhana. By the time he was convinced to do that, suddenly Bhagavan says, Jnana yajna bhi hai. Then by the time Bhagavan even says, Shreyan Dravyamayat Yajna Jnana Yajna. Hey Arjun, Dravya Yajna se Jnana Yajna better hai, he says. And okay karke, as Arjuna is understanding, the Jnana Yajna is important. But suddenly in the last shloka, what he say? Tasmad Ajnana Sambhutam Hrutstam Jnanasinatmanah Chitva Enam Samshayam Yogamatishta Uttishta Bharata Yuddhaya. Get up and do your fighting now. Bhagavan concludes with that. So what is to be done? Which is best among them? Please tell me. So Karmanam Sanyasam Shamsasi. Karmanam Yogam Shamsasi. Karmanam Sanyasam means give up the karma, go for knowledge. Karma Yoga means do the karma. With the yoga, karma yoga bhavana and yagna bhavana ityadi. Yet Shreyaha etayoho eka. Arjuna's beauty right from beginning is what? He doesn't want Lord to teach him what is preyaha, what is pleasing, what gives temporary sukha, what can be easily done. No. Arjuna always asks for Shreyas. In what my eternal or better good lies. Tell me that. That only I want to do. Mujhe Shreya chahiye, not Priya. Shreya means which is ultimate good. Like when you go to a doctor. For your health, the doctor says, don't eat this, don't eat that. That is Shreyas. You have to follow. Instead of that, ये खाने को कहा लेकिन मुझे पसंद नहीं है, but इसने मना किया लेकिन मैं खाऊंगा. Then you are following the Preya Marga. Then your health will not be improved fast. Doing what I like to do is called Preyas. Doing what is good for me is called Shreyas. Clear? At the Vyavahara level, spiritual level, mein, everything which is worldly oriented is Preya Marga. In the temporary pleasure, permanent bondage. Giving up all of that, seeking the path of truth is called Shreya Marga. Because though you gave up all sukha, you worked hard, but once you reach the goal, it's an eternal happiness, endless happiness, no bondage there. Therefore, it is called Shreya Marga. Shreya Marga में पहले मुश्किल होता है, बाद में अच्छा होता है. Preya Marga में पहले अच्छा लगता है, बाद में मुश्किल होता है. Like sleeping like a buffalo lazy. It's a Preya Marga. Acha lagta hai. But after that, you get the belly fats, then all the stiffness of the body, every disease will come. Getting up 4 o'clock and wearing that shoe and jogging is Shreya Marga, because in the beginning it is tough. You have to sacrifice the sleep, get up, wear shoe, go into that cold weather in the morning and run. But will it not give the health of the body, energy of the body? All the fats are gone. You are active and dynamic. So to eating wrong food, it is preyaha. अच्छा लगता है, मजा जंक फूड, उसके बाद फिर पूरा तबीयत खराब. But the good food may not taste good, but it will add to the stamina, immunity and everything of the body. So to any useless friend who takes you to the worldliness, you go with them, Preya Marga. But there is one fellow who said, you just shut up all this nonsense, let us go and study, let us go to Geetha class, let us go to our temple. It is Shreya Marga, that friendship. If you hold on to that friend, he will go on taking you to such good places where your positive knowledge is growing. So life में ना श्रेय प्रेय दोनों हमेशा होता है. So Arjuna is seeker of Shreyas. That's why Bhagavan has chosen him. And that's why Bhagavan found him to be fit. Therefore, the Atyantika Shreya Marga called Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan chose Arjuna as a medium to give it to all of us. Wonderful it is, Okay, to this question, should I take up the Yuddha or should I give up Yuddha and go and fight? Go and do my Jnana Yajna. Which is to be done? You tell me. No, Bhagavan, no. In his answer, first he makes a sentence, he goes on elaborating it throughout chapter. It's a very, Gita's every chapter is a very high level of thesis. There's no discontinuity anywhere, right from the shloka 1 up to the last 700 shloka. There is a continuous, constant development of the thought, and through that the highest and greatest correct knowledge. गीता में हमेशा कंटिन्यूटी होता है, कोई ब्रेकेज नहीं. So what Bhagavan said, first statement of fact, Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. What he says? Sanyasaha means karmanam sanyasaha. Karma yogaha means doing of the karma. Nishreyasa karau. Both of them are giver of the nishreyas, even moksha only. In general. But particularly, depending on your situation now, what is fit for you, that you have to start to do. Tayoho tu. Among these two, hey Arjuna, karma sanyasat. Better than the karma sannyasa is karma yoga vishishyate. You have to do the karma yoga. Because you are in that inner situation of the mind, outer situation of the war. ये भी आपको देखना है ना, आपका किस पोजीशन में मन है, आपका बाहर का जगत क्या है, उसके अनुसार आपको देखना है. दोनों आपको जरूरत है लाइफ में, but at present this one. So let us see the meaning of it for spiritual seekers. For spiritual seeker, Nishreyasam is always in experiencing the Paramatma. That happens only through meditation. You can meditate on only when you have the knowledge of the self. And you get knowledge of the self when you give up all other activities and do it. Clear? But then, to give up these all activities and go for knowledge, your antakarana should be pure, no? Therefore, for purification of antakarana, you have to do karma as karma yoga. Therefore, ultimately, even though the karma sannyasa is equal to jnanam, alone is best. But right now, because you have so many desires inside you, so much of impurity inside you, to cleanse them, you need to do karma yoga only. Therefore, at this moment, karma yoga is important to you. Is it not? पतीले को धोना इंपॉर्टेंट है या दूध गर्म करना उसमें इंपॉर्टेंट है? दोनों में कौन सा बेटर है? पतीला इज फॉर गर्म करो दूध, देयरफॉर दूध गर्म करना ही इंपॉर्टेंट है. बट नाउ द पतीला इज नॉट साफ. इज इट नॉट? वो गंदे पतीले में दूध लगाओ तो फट जाएगा वो. देन व्हाट इज इंपॉर्टेंट? Though the vessel is for the heating of milk, but now it is impure, you have to make it ready or fit for heating the water, the milk. Therefore, you have to clean it. Everywhere it is so, no? Is the flight taken into the air, flying is important, or is making the flight airworthy is important in that particular shed? Though flying is the purpose of the flight, taking the passengers across. But unless the flight is airworthy, can you take it? Therefore, right now, in that shed, every aspect of the flight has to be checked. Only when it is ensured from all departments that it is airworthy, then take it onto runway and take off. You understood? How important is this explanation? Sannyasa karma yoga nishreyasa karo ubhau. Therefore, which is better is wrong question. Both are required. Point one, in that where do you stand? Depending on that, what is fit for you? For example, your heart is already purified. You are calm and quiet. There are no desires in you. There are no vasanas in you. I will not ask you to do karma yoga now. Straight away you are fit for meditation. Is it not? But if that is not the case, heart is impure, to purify it, we have to do the karma yoga. An intricate thought is there in this. With the hope that at least one or two of you will understand, I will explain it. What is that, On the name of meditation or jnana, without being qualified inside, if you give up the action and sit for meditation, ना meditation बनेगा, ना बाहर का action छोड़ दिया इसलिए वहां कभी फायदा नहीं होगा. It's a double risk. On the other hand, you are doing the action, let us say, if any impurities are there, they also will go away if that action is done as karma yoga. And while performing, there is some activeness, there is dynamism, there is some productivity outside also. Therefore, karma sannyasat karma yoga vishishyate. And that is why every of the jnanis, before they gain the jnanam, through karma yoga only they have purified themselves. Now be careful. After purifying themselves, Only for that period of gaining the knowledge, they have restrained or withdrawn from the karma. They went to the Guru, they learned the knowledge, they meditated, and they came to know the truth. After knowing the truth, again they came down to the world or planes, went on doing karma yoga of guiding the masses or the people. They were always involving in the action so that others not misguided. If somebody on the name of I am a spiritual seeker करके काम छोड़कर meditation में लगा रहते हैं मानो, every other person who needs to achieve so many things and has to purify himself, he also follows that person and he says मैं भी काम नहीं करूंगा, meditate करूंगा. This is a misguidance. That won't happen. That's why when Lord comes as an avatar, he doesn't come to eat away and sleep away like, no, I know the truth, I am the self, why should I work? No, no, no. Loka sangrame vapi sampashan. Already we saw in the 3rd chapter. Bhagwan varte evacha karmani. I go on performing so that people are not misguided. Therefore, what are the steps here? First, come out of utter selfish arrogance. Second, come out of utter laziness and dependency. Third, start karma working at least for filling your own belly. Become self-sufficient with your own self-effort. Thereafter, start doing the karma as karma yoga, where you bring the yajna bhavana and the result you share with others. And what do you find its result in your heart? The mind is so peaceful without getting the result of it, without claiming any of the doership while doing everything. That is called Antakarana Shuddhi. With that Shuddha Antakarana, when you go to the Guru gives you the Tattvamasi Ityadi Mahavakya Upadesham. When you meditate on that, you will know what is reality behind this world. Then you realize yourself, you are liberated. So for you and I also, Karma Sanyasat Karma Yoga Vishishyate means what? At any cost, giving up karma is not allowed. At the most, what is to be given up is the insistence of karma phala and the arrogance that I am doer. Other than these two, all the time we have to vigorously act only. And in its own maturity, when there is a saturation point comes, then withdraw from even this, go for the Jnana Marga. You and I also. Therefore, we will not know that whether we are stopping the karma out of knowledge or out of laziness. होता है कि नहीं? लेजीनेस के कारण है ना, काम छोड़कर मैं स्पिरिचुअल ऐसा कहने से ये गलत है कि नहीं? Therefore, karma sanyasat karma yoga vishishyate. It is always better to do the karma continuously, but not for the phala, not with ego. So phala apeksha rahita, ego rahita, karma becomes karma yoga. So you do the yuddha karma not for your success and nor as you are the doer. You are doing it because it's your dharma and the phala is establishment of dharma in the world, not for me. Then this yuddha karma becomes karma yoga. That is required for you now, not running away. So too you and I also. We have not sufficiently earned money, nor we got a good job, nor our studies we have gained very good. How can you give up all these things and get lost? तुम लोग तो कर्म को करना ही पड़ेगा. Up to the age of 50, 60, till your children are settled, no question of karma sannyas. Otherwise, either you become lazy and dependent on others, or we get habituated to all the nonsense. How can you do that? Don't you have the dimag or what? Also, Uttarayan shuru ho raha hai, Sankranti. You can't know what destroys you and what makes you. And what destroys, that only you are apting means what? You are a Buddhu, then you need punishment only. All punishments are only because of our ignorance. Still, the ignorance remains. The punishments called as miseries, failures will come to us. You have no other option as a human being than to become wise. And the wisdom is the wisdom of Geetha, which puts us in action, puts us in selfless action, puts us in spiritual action. Through that takes us to spiritual truth. Thereafter, it makes us do the action of spreading the spirituality. There is no inaction. There may be inaction. Sorry, there is no inaction. There is inaction. Inaction means not performing. Inaction means performing without selfishness. That's how the world is run. पहले सेल्फिशनेस से करना है, बाद में सेल्फलेसली करना है. In between, for some time we withdraw from the action to know the truth. After knowing the truth, you will do the action of spreading the truth only, not anything else. I, to you youngsters, to inspire you through Gita, I am educating or encouraging you. Take up your career, take up your all those things. Same thing I will not tell you when you come to meet me personally or after your 50 years of age. अब तो कहता हूँ बॉस हो गया दुनिया का उद्धार किया तुमने now discover the self. That will be my final thought anytime. Because I myself being a sannyasi, how can he teach you all that? But right now you deserve that. You know, you can't be a liability to the society and my country tomorrow. So from now onwards, when you, as a karma yogi, in a yajna bhavana, pour out all your abilities and become creative and producer and share it with the world. In its own maturity, you become qualified for the inner journey. तब हम कहेंगे आपको अब कर्म संन्यास कर ज्ञान के लिए आजा अब तो कर्म योग ही करना पड़ेगा. So I told you spiritual way also. What is the spiritual way? I said, knowing the truth is realization. It's done on meditational seat. To meditate, you should know what to meditate on, called as knowledge. Knowledge is gained only when the mind is pure. Mind is purified only through karma yoga. Therefore, through karma yoga, purify, go to the guru, get knowledge, meditate, and realize. This is the process of jnana marga or the spiritual path. For you and me, what is the thing? Karma sannyasa, karma yoga vishishyate. We can't know whether you are giving up action out of detachment or out of laziness. It's always better to keep on working. Otherwise, you will also be destroyed and others also misguided by you. And your contribution you are not doing to society, society will hate you. Then instead of running away, if you perform, उस परफॉर्मेंस का रिजल्ट भी आ रहा है, लोग भी खुश है, you are not expecting any result, your mind is peaceful, gradually you are become qualified for the knowledge also. And you are guiding others, वो काम कर रहे तो हम भी करेंगे. Is it not? Therefore, sannyasa karma yogashcha nishreyasa karo ubhav. Both are the ones inherently have the chance of giving is highest good. But tayoho tu among them, comparatively, karma sannyasat karma yoga vishishyate. Now, how doing the karma yoga, making it sannyasa, 2-3 things Bhagavan teaches us tomorrow we'll do. Means what? Vigorously acting in the world, yet the negative result of action in the form of creating ego, creating desires for the result, and creating impressions. How to avoid that? Bhagavan will tell us in 2-3 points. It's a very enchanting topic to study, which will come tomorrow. So in this 5th chapter, Karma Sannyasa Yoga, Arjuna's question is what? Should I give up the war and go for meditation or should I fight? Bhagavan says, for you right now is doing this dharma karma is important. But make this karma as karma yoga. How do you make a karma yoga? One, you do it as duty. Second, not for result. In this way you do, you are a karma yoga. Let it happen for some time. Later on, when we see your heart is purified, then you are qualified for the knowledge meditation. Although Bhagavan gave all the meditational knowledge, ये सब तैयार रखना, but फिलहाल तो युद्ध करना. Because that is the need of the hour. This is how it is. Tomorrow we'll see. Om Sri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Panchamodhyayah. Atha Panchamodhyayah. Karma Sannyasa Yoga. Arjuna Uvacha. Sannyasam Karmanam Krishna. Punaryogam Cha Shamsasi. Yachreya Etayorekam. Tanme Bruhi Sunishchitam. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. Sannyasa Karma Yogascha. Nishreyasa Karavubhav. तयोस्तु कर्म संन्यासात् कर्मयोगो विशिष्यते. Tomorrow we'll see ज्ञेयस्य नित्य संन्यासी यो न द्वेष न कांक्षति निर्द्वन्द्वो हि महाबाहो सुखं बन्धात् मुच्यते. सांख्य योग पृथक् बालाः प्रवदन्ति. A beautiful flow of thoughts. Then as you grow in your age, 30, 40, you through the experience of the world, you become more paripakva. Intellect also expectedly grows. With that grown intellect, when you study same shlokas, you will understand deeper meanings. Again, at the age of 50, you understand it more deeply. When you grow to 60 age, where you have fulfilled all your responsibilities and your inner positivity also comes out to expression at that age. When you study Gita, that time its meaning is more sublime. Gita remains same. We grow in our understanding. Accordingly, Gita knowledge we start gaining more and more. Let it happen to all of us. Thank you. Today's shloka was Adideva namastubhyam pratsida mama bhaskara divakara namastubhyam prabhakara namostute Om Sri Surya Narayana Parabrahmane Namaha. Today's common sense thought is consistency is the challenge. Consistency is the key. Thank you, friends. Happy Makara Sankranti to all of you. Celebrate all our Indian wonderful festivals in a traditional manner. know every one of them. There are so many talks on YouTube everywhere. Browse through them and learn and do. I am not here to teach all of that. I have no time, energy. I am busy in talking on Shastras. Okay, which talk about this type of knowledge. God bless you. Love you all.